Nick, well, now shocking moments inside a New Mexico courtroom as the involuntary manslaughter case against Alec Baldwin is dismissed.
The judge dismissing the case with prejudice, meaning it cannot be filed again. Fox 5's Teresa Perillo joins us to break down this years-long saga that came to a close and where things go from here, Teresa.
Yeah, Natasha and Steve, what began as an otherwise ordinary day in court took a turn, shocking even by Hollywood standards. First, a prosecutor resigns in the middle of this. Then the entire case is thrown out after the state concealed evidence that could have proven Baldwin's innocence.
The state's discovery violation has injected a needless, incurable delay into the instant jury trial. Dismissal with prejudice is warranted to ensure the integrity of the judicial system and the efficient administration of justice. Your motion to dismiss with prejudice is granted.
Alec Baldwin breaks down in a Santa Fe courtroom as a judge hands him his freedom with the assurance the case against him is wholly and forever dismissed.
The judge actually found that it was not only exculpatory evidence, evidence that would tend to corroborate that Alec Baldwin, in fact, might not have actually pulled the trigger, as he has always said, but it was, in fact, deliberately withheld.
Baldwin was on trial for involuntary manslaughter for the death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins, who was killed with a proper revolver during a rehearsal for the low-budget Western. Friday was day 3 in the trial when, out of the blue, evidence was revealed in court that may have proven Baldwin's innocence. Baldwin's team claimed there were reports of live ammunition on the Russ set, and that report was given to local law enforcement after the shooting, but never to the defense team. The bullets were apparently different than the ammo that was tested on set. But the live ammo itself was never tested, and so there's no way to know if it came from the same gun Baldwin was holding.
Someone without the means of Alec Baldwin might not have been able to uncover that information and bring that before the court mid-trial. And so I think that it likely, I mean, we know it happens. We know that it happens more often than we're aware.
Baldwin's trial follows that of Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, who was convicted earlier this year after failing to do her job to secure the set. The dismissal also follows a wild day of in-court proceedings, including the resignation of one of the special prosecutors and the cross-examination of the remaining special prosecutor, Carrie Morrissey, who claims she did not know the evidence existed. She spoke after court.
I believe that the importance of the evidence was misconstrued by the defense attorneys, but I have to respect the court's.
So had Baldwin been convicted, he faced 18 months behind bars. Now, in the wake of today's dismissal, Hannah Gutierrez-Reed's team has vowed to ask for a new trial. Steve and Natasha.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah, that sure was.
All right, Teresa, thank you.